So Keir Starmer set to host his first official visitor to Downing Street. That's the Ukrainian President Zelenskyy. The Ukrainian leader will address the cabinet about the situation on the front line as the two nations are expected to agree upon a defence export treaty, and that's reckoned to be worth £3.5 billion.
We're joined now by GB News political correspondent Olivia Utley. Very good morning to you, Olivia. And what are we expecting to hear from President Zelenskyy today?
Well, this is the first time a foreign leader has addressed cabinet since 1997, and that was Bill Clinton. I think what we can expect to hear from Zelenskyy today is what we've heard a lot of over the past 2.5 years, which is Ukraine needs financial support. It sounds as though Keir Starmer is more than willing to give that financial support. This export defence treaty worth £3.5 billion is expected to be agreed. And Keir Starmer will also be announcing that he's planning to crack down on Russian vessels going through English waters. Moscow are using some unseaworthy vessels to avoid other costs, and Keir Starmer is saying that that has got to end now. The problem for Zelenskyy is even if the UK cabinet is willing to commit more money to Ukraine, there are other countries around the world which are getting increasingly sort of fed up. Viktor Orban, the president of Hungary, is pushing for a peace treaty. And of course, Donald Trump and his new running mate, J.D. Vance, don't seem that keen on financially supporting Ukraine to the bitter end, as it were. So Zelenskyy is going to be pushing really, really hard on the UK today. The UK has been one of Ukraine's closest allies ever since the war broke out back in February 2022, and Zelenskyy hopes it'll stay that way.
The thing is, Olivia, if British people were asked, would they vote for this? I mean, £3.5 billion worth of aid. What do you think the mood in this country would be, or is it changing in any way?
As far as I can tell, it's not exactly an aid package. It's a sort of lending money up front to Ukraine so that they're able to buy these weapons from Britain. So an export treaty rather than aid. But yeah, as you say, Eamon, I mean, it would be really, really interesting to know what British people do think about this. Right at the beginning of the war, you know, we saw Brits open up their homes to Ukrainians. We saw those Ukrainian flags flying all over British town halls. There hasn't actually been that much polling over whether Brits' opinions have changed over the course of the war. I wonder if that's something that we'll see more of over the next few months.
OK, Olivia, for the moment, thank you very much indeed.